Greetings everyone, welcome back for today's daily match. And well, I'm gonna pick up the second match of that best out of 3 from Blizzcon 2010 that I started last night with the first upload of the first match. So here in Xel'Naga Caverns you're gonna have once again for the second match HuK, the red Protoss, Canadian Protoss player. You guys already know him obviously. Hopefully he's gonna be playing in Korea pretty soon so we can see him playing on the GSL. And he's facing here the blue Terran Loner, Chinese superstar basically. I think he's the most well-known Chinese player playing at the moment. And he has a big fan base. Starcraft 2 has a lot of fans in China as well. Thing that I would like to comment is that Loner might be the top and most well-known Chinese player at the moment, but an announcement came out yesterday about Duskbin, the team from F91. Not sure if you guys recognize that name, but I'm gonna make a presentation on him pretty soon, I'm sure of it. He's a big legend from Starcraft, from Brood War. He is one of the finest Chinese players playing on Brood War. He was a Zerg master. And now the whole team, the whole Duskbin team and F91 included, are transitioning into Starcraft 2. They just made the announcement, so we're gonna have a lot of Chinese pro gamers coming into this game pretty soon. But yeah, on this situation, it is Loner. He's a very good Terran, and let's see him facing HuK here on the Xel'Naga Caverns, see what he's able to do. Keep in mind that the result at the moment, and yes, I'm going to spoil it once again for whoever is watching the second game and not paying attention to the first one. Loner is leading 1-0. HuK needs to win this game. If he doesn't win this game, well, basically the series is over. So let's follow the match a bit. I don't need to blabber more about the players. I would say I already explained that on the first match. And as you can see, they're still starting their openings. There's not much going on, just racks and gas getting picked up by Loner, while the probe from HuK is still roaming around the base. Hopefully he's gonna kill it soon, or else he's gonna start picking up way too many informations that Loner doesn't want to give. And HuK doing basically the same, just a simulator going down and picking up the gas, and the first gateway almost finished. His probe is still roaming around. Keep in mind that the probes have that very nice ability of regenerating the shields, as you can see. So what happens is, if you actually don't kill it, well, she just pulls away, regenerates the shields again, and comes to poke on your SCVs once again, and it's really annoying. So get rid of it, do something about it, Loner, or you might be in for a surprise. And HuK does need a surprise on this situation. From what I can see now, second gas already going down, cybernetics core, and he already placed a pylon here on the south side of his main base. And this is important on this map because he's going to be able to spot any advance like a Medivac drop or a Banshee play coming here from the south of his base, at least like 4 or 5 seconds earlier than the attack actually happens. So he's going to have a little bit to react, and that's really useful when you're just clicking on a million things at the same time. Meanwhile, talking about at the same time, HuK has his probe hanging here on Loner's base, and I don't think that Loner had spotted it. Let's take a look at it, shall we? I'm gonna get Loner's visibility here, his vision. Yeah, he doesn't know that it's there. This is not gonna be good for Loner. Hopefully he's gonna spot it before something goes wrong, but as you can see there, HuK is already getting the warp gate technology, so if that probe decides to place a pylon on that corner, he's gonna be able to port units in there. Nasty stuff for Loner to deal with. And seems like that HuK might be committed to some kind of push, because he's getting 2 more gateways down, a 4th one down, so he's going to be 4 gates pretty soon. And with the pylon here, if he actually places one, there it is. This is going to be nasty for Loner. Loner still didn't spot the place. Let's see. I doubt it. Yeah, he doesn't know it exists, so this is going to be dangerous. Loner is going for straight Marines for now. Seems like he got a Hellion as well to just apply a bit of pressure. 2 racks working, also the factory, and getting the starport and Medivac out to back up his Marines, maybe intending on a drop later on. But meanwhile, this Hellion is advancing into HuK's base. It's gonna take a look around, see what HuK is doing, unless it gets stopped before. Probe down, so no chance there, and now he has 2 Zealots and a Stalker. I'm not sure if this Hellion is gonna even be able to go up the ramp. They can block the ramp with those units, but doesn't seem like that's gonna happen. Here comes the Hellion passing through the Zealots and Stalker, but almost dead. And meanwhile, if you notice on the minimap, there's the porting of the units going down there. HuK is porting several Zealots in, well, for now only 4. Maybe let some stalkers to the fray, because you guys know that this kind of moves is like one try, one shot. If you fail it, well, your pylon is gonna get destroyed, so you're not gonna be able to port anything else in it. So I'm hoping that HuK actually moved on the right moment, because it seems like that Loner has plenty of Marines here, and I think that this Marines properly microed will be able to fend off this assault. And incoming all the SCVs, Loner just got a big shot on his income there, and I think that at least HuK will benefit from that. Let's see the income. Yeah, huge blow there, but obviously it was just for a little while. It was just to make sure he was able to put down all of the units that HuK sent into his base. Meanwhile, he was trying to poke in his main entrance, as you guys saw as well on the picture-in-picture screen. And now switching the factory with the starport, attaching it to the tech lab, so we're gonna see some Banshee plane coming. Also, HuK doing the right thing as usual. When you push, when you attack, the tendency is for you to try to advance and pick up an expo. Just try to progress your econ game so you can stabilize it for the mid and late game, and make sure you're going to be able to build the bigger army, the stronger army, because you're going to have a bigger income. And that's what basically HuK is doing at the moment. He made a big push, kept Loner on his toes. He's just backing up and trying to reinforce once again. And meanwhile, he's placing his expo here, the Nexus, and he's going to be working out of 2 bases pretty soon. This Medivac has been spotting those stalkers there, but he needs to be careful, because, well, those 4 stalkers would be able to shoot him. And it appears that Loner is decided to make a push. He was waiting for a siege tank there, and he's gonna make a straight Marine backed up by a siege tank advance, going first into the Zelnaga tower. The 4 stalkers are there, slowly getting microed by HuK and poking at those Marines. Nice, chipping away the Marine count, so when they actually get to his expo or his main base, I'm not sure exactly where Loner is intending to go, it's going to be less forces, less units, and he's going to be able to defend it better. Here goes. I think that HuK is just preparing, yeah, mustering his forces, and here he comes. Oh, nice force field placement here. Very nice move, locking the move from Loner. Loner pulling back and getting more reinforcements, and at the same time giving a couple more seconds for HuK to reinforce. And it seems like now he's going to advance with his Banshee into the mineral line on the main base of HuK, and probably attract some forces here while he makes a push on the main entrance of the base. Seems like that's going to be his intention. Here comes the Banshee, poking at those probes. 1 kill and 2 kills, and now running away. Not got shot down, at least that is safe for now. And here comes Loner advancing into the natural expo from HuK. More force fields trying to lock them down. They won't be able to run away, and those zealots are slicing and dicing at them, but there wasn't enough zealots. And now there's plenty of sentries here to keep adding more force fields and locking any kind of microing that Loner might decide to go for. And nice move by HuK. With that force field usage, he just was able to grind down all of the units from Loner. And notice how Loner was sending his reinforcements, but now he's just pulling back once again. He's going to try to muster up his forces while he's doing exactly what HuK did. Let me just show you guys. Banshee once again advancing into the mineral line, poking at some more of those probes. Already 9 kills. Nice play by that Banshee. Destroyed. But what Loner did, exactly like HuK did, is he did the push, started the offensive, and picked up his natural expo at the same time. So command center going down on his natural expo, keeping HuK on his toes this time. HuK sending a single observer, but there's a Raven here waiting for him, so this is not going to be good for that observer. Boom, down, it's over. And guys, keep in mind that Ravens are very useful against Protoss. If you have a chance to get at least one when you're facing Protoss players, consider that option, okay? The point defense drone is very useful against Stalker play, just stops a lot of the Stalker shots. And it's so useful for you to back up your army and just make sure they don't get hit as much as if you don't have the point defense drone. And here comes HuK, applying the pressure on the expo from Loner, poking at this command center that is still not built. He just killed the SCV that was working on it, and now force fields going down there while all the stalkers and sentries trying to poke. Oh, that Raven almost killed, that was so close, but Loner saved the Raven. And now advancing HuK into the ramp, getting closer and closer to the ramp, but Loner was almost finishing his siege tank technology, and boom, big explosion there right on top of those stalkers. Nasty stuff.